Welcome back to Hit the Zone. I'm here with Matt from Redzone X. Matt, today we're gonna work one of my favorite muscles, your abs.
Yeah, we're gonna do a little core workout today, Jan, and the way that I have it done today is you can do it at a gym, or we can do it at home, or kind of wherever we need. We don't need that much equipment today.
So what's the first move?
So the first move is the only move that we need equipment for. We're gonna do a TRX Jackknife, or if you're at home, you can pick up a set of furniture sliders, or towel on a hardwood floor will get the same effect.
Okay.
For sure.
All right.
So let's go down in that push-up position. So what she's gonna do, she's gonna get her feet in the cradles, or they're on the sliders. So what she's gonna do, she can go up in that push-up position. Her hips can't drop below the starting point though. So what she's gonna do is hike the hips up, squeeze her abs, then slow on the way down, right to there. Lift straight up again, Jen. Breathe out at the top. Good, right there. Number 3.
How many of these do you have to do?
That depends on how strong your core is. You know, anywhere between 8 to 12 reps is usually a good starting point for this one. So just do one more.
Now, if your back gets sore, is it because you're going too low?
Yeah, sometimes what will happen is, I'll get you to show them in a second.
Okay.
When the core fatigues, or you're breathing, you're not focusing on your breathing, what will happen is your back will actually sag down, then that's gonna cause a lot of back pain. So go ahead and put your feet in, and we'll show them what you mean. So flip those toes in. So she's gonna come up like normal. We're gonna pike. Now as she comes down, instead of stopping at 90 where she should be, see how her hips are lower? That's gonna just cause a lot of tension in that lower back there.
And it actually hurts your back.
Yeah, but you won't notice it when you're going, right? Because you're more concerned about the movement itself.
And realistically, just holding this right now is pretty hard.
You can do a suspended plank too. That's a move for sure.
Okay.
So the second move is one that you've probably seen everywhere. It's gonna be just a bicycle. Usually when I teach this, I don't care how fast it is. I want it to be slower and controlled because I'm more concerned about the contraction of the abs than I am how many reps you can do.
Okay, and I think this is the one move that I've seen people do wrong a lot. For
sure. So with this, the hands are gonna go on the head. She has to make sure she's extending her feet all the way.
Okay.
So as she comes over, she can bring that opposing elbow to her lean.
Oops.
And then you're gonna straighten those legs all the way out. Perfect, Jan. Breathe out. Good.
And you keep your upper body off of the floor?
Yeah, you want the shoulder blades off the pad, and then that elbow's gonna touch the knee.
Oh, it has to touch?
It has to touch. So she's not gonna have to move very quick, but you can see as that foot gets further out and she's getting fatigued, it starts to get tough when you really haven't done that many yet. No, that's good, Jen. So go ahead and rest. So that's the second one.
Okay.
And this third one, she can actually stay in that position. She's gonna be in the laying position.
Okay.
Now, if you have a bad back, she can take her hands and put them underneath her tailbone. Good. So what this is, okay, it's meant to target the lower abs, which is gonna be hard because of what we've already done. But her feet are gonna come straight up, and what she's gonna do is, it's not a very long movement. All it is a little pulse from the bottom. So she's gonna essentially lift her feet up. So how she's trying to go back. That's not what I want, Jen. Straight legs, and she's gonna push straight up, up. Good.
Oh,
straight back down. So what the tendency is for this leg to drift this way, because now every time you do that, you're using momentum to push away. But I want, that's right.
Straight up, okay.
By keeping the shoulder blades down. Good. So she's only gonna have to do, again, 8 to 12 of these because her abs are gonna be tired and fatigued. But as long as these feet are going as straight up as possible.
Wow, is that ever hard to do?
Good, go ahead, put your feet down. So you can see as the workout goes, harder. And
so that would depend how many reps you're gonna do because you'd be tired pretty quick.
That's right, and you can kind of, when you're doing the workout, like say you're gonna do 8 of everything, right? On the first time you do it, then the second time through, maybe you do 8 again. The second week, maybe you're doing 10. So that way you're always progressing.
Okay.
But as it gets, easier, we can tweak things to make it a little tougher.
Okay.
So we're almost done. We got one more move.
Oh, good.
So the next one, she's gonna go under her elbow, so she's gonna be in a plank position, but we're gonna add a little twist to this. So what I want her to do, because we haven't really worked the obliques yet, she's gonna stay in this position so her shoulders are in line with her elbow. So from this position, she's actually gonna rotate her hips back and forth. So go ahead and start rotating for me, Jan. Good, not so much. That's perfect. So it's not a big movement. Her hips are rotating slightly.
Now, what should your feet be doing? Like
So the feet, they're gonna have to rotate a little bit in order for you to twist your hips, right? So that's fine. See how they're twisting back and forth? Because now you should be feeling the torso.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
And I think the mistake I make is I would go down too far.
Yeah. So you don't need to move a ton. It's a short range, but what you're gonna find is, again, because you're fatigued, you're not gonna need a lot to fire those muscles in there.
No, I'm fatigued, that's for sure.
That's good.
Okay, so what were the ab moves we did? The first one was with the TRX.
Yeah, so you can use a TRX or you can use those furniture sliders, whatever one you wanna use, or a towel on the hardwood floor. Obviously a towel on the hardwood is easier. The sliders are tougher because they're creating your own resistance against whatever flooring you're on.
Right.
Okay, that was the first one. The second one
was bicycles, right?
Was bicycles on your back. Then you stayed in that same position for that lower ab pulse. Okay. Now you can use momentum if it's super tough.
Right.
And then your progression would be no momentum.
And that one is a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah, it doesn't look like much.
It's gonna be easy, but it's a lot harder.
Yeah, it doesn't look like much, but you're using typically the core muscles that we're not used to using. And then that fourth move there, where you were in the plank, again, if that's even too advanced for you, you can just go to an elbow plank.
Right.
But what you're gonna do is rotate the hips side to side.
Okay, perfect. That was a great ab workout.
Yeah, so usually I would do that like 3 or 4 times in a row, like 3 or 4 sets of that.
Okay,
right?
perfect.
Okay,
if you'd
Jen.
like to see that again, you can check it out on YouTube, and we'll be back with more Hit the Zone.